Hey guys, welcome back to Cell Talk. This is your host, Christian. I have Juliana and Christine here today.
Hi guys.
How are you guys doing?
Hi.
Good. Christine just got finished up with some treatment, a nebulization treatment. How are you feeling?
Oh, a lot better than when I walked in.
Yeah.
I sounded like somebody's uncle. I
Yeah.
had a hoarseness. I still am hoarse. This is not my
Still
normal
working it
voice.
through.
But I'm not drawing to breathe like I was when I came in.
Yeah.
They both looked at me when I came in and said, "Oh, yep, you're ready."
Yeah, I mean, Christine, this is your third treatment with fourth treatment with us now, and then tell us what you came in for originally.
My sister-in-law is a patient
Mm-hmm.
and a great believer.
Oh yeah.
And I had seen numerous doctors over the last year and a half for respiratory issues, which I never had in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's been labeled as a vaccine injury.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what label we're going to call it.
Yeah.
I had trouble breathing, bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
She listened to my woes about not being able to breathe and was around me a lot and said, "You need to come with me to Palm Beach Stem Cell."
Yeah.
And I was reluctant.
Yeah.
I was like, no, thanks.
Stem cell is very taboo if you don't know about it.
Yeah, and it was.
Yeah.
But at the time when I first came in, and Will and Ben will tell you, I was like, like someone that was really in trouble.
Yeah.
I was on albuterol, but it gave me terrible shakes.
Okay.
And they lasted a long time. So we determined that wasn't the answer. Instead, they put me on another it's a steroid, but a non-albuterol related. Okay. And it was good for maintenance. It never
Took it to the next level.
Never.
Sure.
So I finally waved the white flag.
Yeah.
And came with her while she was having a treatment. And I had my first treatment. And when I left, I could actually speak. And I was not pulling the way I was. That's the only word I can use, drawing or pulling.
Drawing
It was less effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, that's major. I mean, being able to breathe is essential.
I can't imagine losing that.
Well, and I didn't get permission from any of the doctors that I had seen. I'm one that doesn't ask permission, beg forgiveness afterwards.
Yeah.
And I was at that point where I had seen probably 4 specialists. And my autoimmune doctor, or my rheumatologist, I guess he is legally, is my favorite.
Okay.
Because he acknowledges what's going on and respects what's going on. I called him after my first treatment. I didn't tell him I was going to do it.
Yeah.
And I called him and I said, "I want you to know that I took stem cell treatment through my nebulizer." And he said, "God bless."
Yeah.
I said, "You're kidding," because we had never discussed it.
Discussed it
We
before.
discussed it. And he said, "Christine, in 10 years," and this is an elderly guy. I'm older than he is, but he was in his 60s.
Okay.
He wasn't a kid, he wasn't right out of school.
Okay.
I was making my point that he's, experienced.
Yeah.
And he said, "Christine, in 10 years, it'll be what people do."
Right.
And insurance will
Normal.
cover it,
Yeah.
and it won't be the taboo that it is to some people now.
Sure.
And I said, wow, that was such an endorsement to me. This
Absolutely.
is the man I call my quarterback through this.
Yeah.
You see other
Someone you
people.
trust.
I trust him implicitly. In fact, I don't see anybody else. I was just telling Dr. Will, I don't see the pulmonologist. I don't see anybody else. I only see my autoimmune doctor.
In here.
And you. That's it. That's all I do.
That's good though.
Yeah. I mean, kind of.
Minimal.
Exactly, going with that minimal route, because there is a stance where you can kind of do too much, and once you do too much, it can hurt. So, but for your instance, I mean, not being able to breathe, I'm sure you're experiencing some dizzy spells, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, and balance.
Balance issue.
That's something that people don't realize. When you don't have full range of your
Breath.
lungs and you're not drawing in. I had fallen twice in the course of this year and a half. I broke my left arm.
It's dangerous.
Okay.
Broke my collarbone. I mean, and listen, I'm a champ. I don't break anything.
Yeah.
But I've lost my balance twice in the year and a half and fell. And I know the balance is off.
Yeah.
It really is.
Are you still experiencing balance issues?
Not like I was.
Oh, that's
no.
good.
No.
That's good.
No.
Yeah. I mean, I know I wasn't here I wasn't employed here whenever you first came in, but I think I've seen the past 3 treatments.
Yes.
And I mean, it's night and day, and they're holding longer too.
They are.
Yeah.
They told me it would be a cumulative, that it was not going to be an overnight.
No.
Although they did have some people that had one and done.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was really bitter Betty that I didn't get that
I
one
wasn't.
and done.
Yeah.
You know, why didn't I get one and done?
Right.
And I don't know if I was more extreme or more sickly. I didn't know why, but it wasn't one and done. So you can't base it on just one treatment and think that's it, you're done.
Right.
No.
So first treatment lasted about, I'm sorry, my voice is
No,
still
you're fine.
a little cracky.
Yeah.
My first treatment lasted about 10 or 12 days.
Okay.
And I was really disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because I felt great.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, that's the new wonder drug, but, you know, where are we going to do every 10 days?
Yeah.
I'm working. I travel with my business. So that would not be consistent
Yeah.
for me. So I waited, and I waited probably 4 or 5 weeks, and I came back in for a second treatment when I met you.
Yep.
And that second treatment lasted that lasted about 6 weeks.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. It was about a month and a half.
Yes, about 6 weeks. And my third treatment lasted 8.5 weeks.
Wow.
Okay.
So this is my 4th treatment. Now, my goal is obviously to not have to take
Ever
it.
again.
See ya. We'll have lunch, but not here.
Yeah.
No, my goal is I still use, and Dr. Will just agreed, to use my nebulizer as a maintenance as I get to the end of my session, as I get to the end of my wellness, if you will.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing.
That's
It
only
seems
going
to
to
build
benefit.
on itself.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Absolutely.
what we say. That's
Yeah.
what we say, that it does build and it does get better. And I can attest to that. 'Cause
Absolutely.
Mine's moved forward.
Yeah, I wish we had how you came in from the first time and did like a night and day difference.
Or even today when I came in.
Yeah.
I came in today and I was drawing and I had nebulized last night, and it's still this morning woke up foamy
Yeah.
and coughing.
I'm sure the mornings are pretty tough, having your mouth closed all night.
Have
not
to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not really getting much water in and stuff like that. I'm sure the mornings are tough. Mornings are
Most
definitely
people
tough.
that have allergies say, and I went to an allergist, that was one of 6.
Yeah.
You know, we did the process of elimination.
Absolutely.
I even saw an oncologist at one point. People thought that oh, maybe you have a lung disease. I said, oh my Lord. So, you know, I've done the whole litany of people trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, is this a COVID issue?
They call it my immunologist, my doctor that I love, my autoimmune doctor, said that some people experienced a COVID reaction, and he called it a switch to autoimmune. And he begged me not to go home and read the autoimmune book that is this thick.
Oh, no,
he said, do not Google, do not do all that, Christine. Just know that you have triggered a switch which has activated an autoimmune reaction. It's not a disease, it's a disorder.
Yeah.
So he was very clear with me on that. He said, we're not going to fix it. You don't turn the switch off. I said, well, just give me meds and we'll fix it. He said, you can't do that. So I have to learn to live with it.
Yeah, it's crazy how
autoimmune.
I feel like COVID really did like bring out other issues in a lot of people. Like when I originally had COVID, I've had 7 concussions, and the first thing I noticed was my headaches were through the roof. And so I feel like for certain people, COVID brings out those defects we already have.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, that's true. I said to Dr. Will and all, I don't have asthma. I didn't have asthma. You know what? I had asthma as a child. And my brothers and sisters went through phases. They outgrew it.
Yeah.
And my granddaughters now have asthma.
They call it sports asthma.
And it's now ebbing. They're 12 and they don't do what we used to do with them.
Yep.
But so to your point, maybe I had that deeply rooted in my lungs, and this just exacerbated
Brought it out.
Exactly.
I think so with the autoimmune, because now that I'm thinking about it, COVID year, I never knew if I had COVID or not, but COVID year was the year that I developed eczema, and that's autoimmune as well. And I've had it ever since COVID year. So don't know if that's related, but maybe.
I have friends that developed eczema, never had it in their life. Same thing.
Yep.
Now, I too don't know if I ever have COVID. November of 20, the people I was with in my firm We all had masks on and distanced.
Yeah.
But they all three that were with me that day tested positive that night, phoned me and said, oh my God, we all have COVID. So, of course, back then in November, we were all scared.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So I isolated, canceled Thanksgiving, I isolated for 14 days.
Yeah.
But I had no symptoms. I was asymptomatic. No fever, no chills, no cough, never lost my taste or smell.
Okay.
The only thing I could really, in rewinding the tape, I would have a hoarseness in my throat.
Okay.
A raspiness.
So you felt like cold symptoms.
Yeah.
At the most.
But no runny nose, no
Nothing.
cough, no, yeah.
So it's like allergies.
So, yes, and I wasn't a person that had allergies.
Mm-hmm.
So here we are, 25, and I've never had COVID since.
That's
I
weird.
only had the 2 shots and 1 booster.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I had the Moderna.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, there were some studies of which one was better, which one was worse. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't
And
know.
I don't tell people it's a vaccine
yeah.
injury because that's so political.
Yeah.
And it starts the conversation. So I don't do that. I just say, in my 70s,
Yeah.
I have developed an autoimmune disorder, and
Right.
that's what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
It's crazy. It's crazy how.
No, but thank God.
Yeah.
I don't always listen to people. I know so much.
Wise.
And my sister-in-law, who is all-knowing, I thought, oh my God, she knows so much medically. Maybe she's onto something. And when I saw her tremors stop and her gut health that was giving her such a
Gut health
fit,
was such a big one.
yeah. I said, hey, I'm at that point, I just came in like a puppy.
Yeah.
The first day, and they looked at me like, are you okay? I said, no, I can't breathe.
Yeah, it's crazy that this is a lot of times a last resort for people too, and we talk about that a lot, and how people go through surgeries, whether it's orthopedic surgery, like a hip or something, and they're like, well, surgery failed, I didn't know what else to do.
Well,
This
that's
is
what
my
the
only
doctors
option.
are telling them to do.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't know better.
So it's very rewarding for us, and I think very relieving that like your doctor that you love so much is like, this is the future.
He loved it, yeah.
Yeah.
And most importantly, he's not fresh out of school.
No.
You would think the young ones would have all the
More
innovative
adapt-
idea
sure.
and more
Right.
data and, yeah, man, this is the way to go. No. I said he's older. I'm older, but
Yeah.
he is. in his
He's a veteran in his career.
And he's looking at retirement, and
Yeah.
he just says it's not going to be there for us.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get it ourselves.
A lot of MDs are now switching to regenerative medicine professions as well. So
Yeah.
it's definitely the future. It is cool. It's cool.
It's exciting.
It is exciting where this can go, because I mean, this has been around for about 60 years, regenerative medicine, but I feel like it's only like turning up now more, and especially, I mean, not to make political, with RFK coming in and wanting to promote it, so it's really, I think, going to grow.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
You got to see what
with that.
happens. Yeah.
But it shouldn't. I have referred 2 people here. One with a respiratory illness that, not RSV or anything, but a bad respiratory problem that she couldn't kick. And I said, you need to come in.
Yeah.
Have a treatment. Be assessed.
Yeah.
Another one lives in Georgia, and she's just sickly. She's a cancer survivor, but she could use what Carrie uses, just the...
Where she does the exosomes for general health and wellness.
Yeah, I don't know what they're all called,
Yeah.
but it's a boost, you
Yep.
know,
Yep.
and she could use the boost.
Yeah, we talk about that one a lot. I mean, for someone that is able to spend the money, the general health and wellness of like the 4 times, like each quarter, get an infusion. You clear your throat, whatever you have to do.
Thanks.
And then for that general health and wellness, get a quarterly exosome infusion is just so beneficial, because it's immune boosting, decreased inflammation, and every 24 to 28 hours, it's rejuvenating fresh cells.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't do that. Maybe I need to sign
Yeah,
up
maybe
for
that's the
that.
next one. Maybe that's
Add
the
it
next
to my
one.
tab.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I'm just thinking that who wouldn't want to be rejuvenated
Yeah, sure.
without sounding really crazy?
Right.
Who wouldn't want a boost?
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
exactly.
Overall. Yeah.
Overall, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
As I said, I'm an active person and travel a lot,
Yep.
Yeah.
and it would help
prone
with all
to.
the bugs out there.
Sure.
For
Prone to
you-
things when you travel.
For you, I think, and we could talk to Ben about this, is getting the IM shot whenever you do travel. Keep it with you in a syringe, and say you're starting to feel a little iffy, like kind of that throat tickle. Just do a shot right in the shoulder, and
Really?
that's like the quick immune boost, you feel it pretty much like almost immediate. Not immediately, but it takes a little bit.
Really?
But quicker than an infusion. Our rep is starting to promote that more for around whenever this nasty flu that was coming around. That's what she was doing.
Well, influenza A is out there. I have people that are sick, and my trip the end of this week is a fundraiser benefiting my Boys and Girls Club.
Oh,
and
nice.
it's a cruise. So poor me, right?
Oh,
no.
What a shame.
Yeah, oh, pity. Yeah. But that's why I waited to do this.
Yeah.
And then I come back and I travel in the state for my branches. So I'm out and about.
Yeah.
You
So
know.
what do you do for work?
Well, I have a lot of phone books under my butt.
Yeah.
My legal title is I'm a regional director for Toshiba out of California.
Okay.
And I do, let's call it community outreach, public relations,
that's
community
nice.
affairs.
Yeah.
I created a program 100 years ago to, when I started with them, because I've been working 53 years, I started right out of college and developed a program where we give money back in the community rather than spend it on advertising. So the corporate ads that you see are corporate ads, local ads, and all through the state. We don't have any. We give our money back to the community.
That's
Beautiful.
nice. Yeah, that's nice.
Sets us apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so that's it's people like you that this stuff is. We really hope it helps. We really hope it helps. I mean, there's never a guarantee. We can never say cure or anything on those lines, but to notice in front of our face improvements.
Christian, everything that you said would happen has happened.
Yeah,
That's the key here.
yeah,
You didn't promise me the moon. You said you'll get relief, and it's a cumulative.
Right.
yeah,
So when it didn't give me the get out of jail free card in the first 10 days, and I started to get wheezy again and all coughing,
Yeah.
I said, well, he said that could happen.
yeah,
Yeah.
And that's why I keep coming back.
Yeah.
My goal, and I will continue it, is to get it to 12 weeks. I made it to 9, 8.5, 9.
Yeah.
I've been doing my nebulizer with the medication that the pulmonologist that I don't
all
see
the names.
anymore. All those names. Oh, my God. I had one doctor for 36 years, and then I had 6. you know? Oh, my gosh. But at any rate, I really do feel that if I can get myself accumulating to once a quarter to come in and just be maintenance on me.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
Yeah, and that's what your sister-in-law does. And on her end, she does that like quarterly maintenance.
Yes.
But she just does it a different route. I mean, so whenever we get this breathing and everything toned down, maybe we go that route
You see,
systemically.
I'm not pulling at all.
No. And we've been talking for 20 minutes.
Well, I didn't count it, but but Ben said, as you talk, you're getting better. Still isn't my voice. It's still a much deeper voice.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of damage to my throat with all this, you know?
Yeah.
When was the last time you feel like you've heard your real voice?
A year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's whenever that day comes, that's gonna be
Oh,
emotional.
man, I'll be telling you.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm back.
I'm back. Yeah, it's
because
me
I
again.
don't like this voice. It's a little too 1-900 for me.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, I mean, we're stepping in the right direction now.
Correct. I'm a believer.
Yeah.
I'm a total believer in the stem cell, and I wouldn't be coming back.
Exactly.
I mean, we know it's not free.
No.
So
No.
it's something my children said to me. You know, Mom, you don't hesitate to travel the world. And I don't. We're leaving for Italy in March.
Ooh.
It's
fun.
not like I'm a Chapinski, you know?
Yeah.
But he said, I want you to think about the cost and think about it as one of your trips.
Yeah.
Your breathing and your health is worth more than that trip.
Exactly.
Amen.
And
Absolutely.
that's when I
Yep.
said, he's right.
Yeah.
You
And it
know?
really is tough to justify that for a lot of people because not everybody takes their health very seriously. It's like going to the dentist, people are like, well, I don't want to spend the money.
Yeah.
But it's like, you got to go.
Yep.
My caveat is I can't see without contacts, but I hate going there and spending
Well,
money.
and I had the cataract surgery.
Yeah.
So now can see through walls. You know,
Oh, nice.
2020.
Maybe that's what I need.
Oh my gosh, I was blind in 4th grade.
Oh, okay.
But I had no choice. Cataracts cover your vision,
Absolutely.
so you have to remove it.
Yeah.
So, but that was it. I mean, one doctor in cataract surgery, and now I'm a litany of people
Yeah.
who will remain nameless.
Right.
But I talk about Dr. Well and Ben, and I say,
Yeah.
this is the answer for me.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
And I hope for others.
Exactly. And that's kind of what we're trying to do in here and in this
Well, the
pod
word
bring you
has
in.
to get out.
Exactly.
And Carrie told me, I've told others, and even though they may not be in touch right now, I planted a seed.
Right.
Yep.
And that's what it's all about. And the endorsement of an autoimmune specialist saying that this is what's going to be. This is the world we will have.
Yeah.
And I don't need any more. And
No.
the results.
The results show itself.
Yeah.
Literally speak for itself. Yeah.
I think it's almost better to even, like you were saying earlier, under promise a little bit so that the stem cell can over deliver, and that's where the testimonies come from.
Exactly.
Like that's where the testimonies are.
But it doesn't work for everybody. They said that
No.
the first day I came.
No,
Right.
it's
There was
not.
no misconception about what I was trying to do.
Right. That's
So you have to build that trust, and I think kind of being very transparent in the beginning is where you can build that trust.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, obviously, like everybody that walks through the door, we hope it's a one and done treatment. Sure. We always want to stay in touch. We want to build friendships and everything, but hopefully we don't have to see you again.
Yeah, well, I hope I don't see you again.
Yeah, right. No, we like you. Different.
Well,
You and Carrie.
Yeah, well, we're a team.
Yeah, no, she's the best. Carrie has definitely, hands down, been a huge benefit to Palm Beach Stem Cell.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
She brought it to New Orleans to her family. I mean, literally, physically on the plane brought it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? You all
To help
traveled
her.
there.
Yep. To help treat her mother.
family. And it has been a great help.
Yeah. No, it is, and each person we treat, like, we treated some funky ones, not necessarily not funky people, but some funky diagnosis and stuff like that. So it always is. It's a fun business.
Yeah.
It's a fun business. It's something different each day. I don't know.
I bet you're driven with results, though.
Yeah.
Think about when you get this and it comes to that, how great you feel.
Yeah.
Like, yay, man, we did it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of new things that we treat too. I mean, we can't necessarily treat diagnosis, but we treat symptoms, and there's a lot of new symptoms that we treat, and we're like, wow, we didn't know that was going to work.
I don't remember what you said, exosomes?
Exosomes.
Exosomes.
Mm-hmm. Those are the
Take a
nano
little
parts.
hit of those, huh?
Yeah, right. Yeah, take a little hit of that. Put that in your joint and smoke that.
Yeah, really.
So
if it works, if it boosts you, if it gives you some additional
sure.
immunity, that would be a very proactive approach. I know she does them.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
she does an IV.
Majority of our patients, a lot come in with orthopedic issues. We treat a lot of knees, a lot of shoulders, a lot of spines, but a lot of people come in and they just want that general health and wellness and try to knock back that biological age clock a little bit and just feel good. Just, I don't know, just have to go about their day knowing that, you know what, I'm fresh. These cells are replenishing themselves. I can keep on going. And whether they're in their 20s or I think the youngest we've treated was around 4, who was an autistic child.
Wow. Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. Yep.
And all the way up to 86.
Yeah.
So
Incredibly versatile.
yeah.
We're even using them for facials, exosomes.
Really?
Yeah. Microneedling on facials to regenerate cells. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That'd be a fun one to come again.
Well, I'm 75 and I've never had anything done. I barely wear makeup.
Well, you look amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I will tell you, I as I was nervous about this in the beginning, I certainly don't do anything. I have daughter-in-laws that are 30 that do Botox.
Sure.
And I'm like,
it's more popular.
yeah, well, sure. And she says, I don't want to get wrinkled. I said, okay, it's natural.
Yeah.
But, okay.
Whatever floats your
Let
boat.
them do their thing.
Yeah, no, we do that too. If you want to get some Botox, you can come in.
Oh, great. I'll just sign over my checkbook to y'all.
Yeah, might as well just leave the card here.
Yeah, right.
That's funny. No, we really are happy that everything's going in this step.
I
step
am very
in the right direction.
happy. I'm not even drawing right now. And I can feel the difference in my voice.
Yeah.
We probably should have spoken to me when I first walked in today.
Maybe next time
just to
we'll
get a little compare and contrast.
Well, you can't help. Oh, look, don't wish that on me.
No.
I
Next
don't
time when
wanna
you
go
come in, next time when you come in, you're gonna sound better than this. But no, if you do come in next time and you
No.
are a little bit hoarse, let's actually do a video and so we can do maybe like
Before and after?
Before and after.
Well, let's do those other things too.
Yeah, we can do everything. Honestly, tell Ben just full
package.
treatment.
I'll be your guinea pig.
Yeah, exactly.
Spa day.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, spa day.
That's it. Yeah, we are a medical spa, so yep, spa
That's
day.
right. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, it was great. I mean, I'm the biggest supporter. That's
Yeah.
all I can say is I'm the biggest supporter.
And we appreciate that, and we appreciate coming in and trusting us and everything.
I do. Trust is a key word.
Absolutely.
Putting something foreign, which is natural.
Yeah.
As I understand, it's all natural.
Yeah, it's natural.
But you're still putting something foreign into my body. Now, I've not done shots or IVs or anything. I've just done the inhalation therapy that I do to date.
Yeah.
But it still had there's some apprehension with that.
Yes,
But there's been no recourse whatsoever. No hesitation.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, and I mean, and you see the results immediate. So
Yeah, I do.
real time.
That's
And-
why I stalled to come in, because I know I leave Thursday. And then I've got more travel coming up, and I thought I'm just going to live with it.
Yeah.
So I lived with about 3 weeks.
Okay.
So if you figure 8.5 weeks, almost 9 weeks, I'm going to do it quarterly, and maybe it'll just keep growing, accumulating.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, Christine, that was great. I'm so
thanks.
happy that you could come in and have a chat with us.
Thank
Definitely
you.
do
Awesome.
one again
Well,
next time.
Ben asked me, he said, would you mind giving me a testimonial? I thought it was like a Yelp review.
Yeah, can you write a review real quick?
Yeah, no problem, 5 stars.
Yeah, that's it.
And then I walked in the room, and it's like, hello.
Yeah.
But,
All lights, camera, action.
Oh my God. But no, I'm happy to say it. I'm happy to put it on in print, document. what I'm
document.
saying.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
And next time, like I said, we'll get you a little before and after and see
Let's
what
hope
else.
I'm never that bad.
I hope you don't have to come in again. No.
I'll
No,
be in.
we want you to come in.
I'll be in May because I'm traveling again in June. So I'll
Okay.
make sure I'm in May.
Perfect.
Cool.
Perfect.
Thank you.
We'll wrap it up there. Guys, if you want to reach out, the number is 561-532-7743. The email is info@pbstemcell. My cell is 561-650-4183. And my email is christian@pbstemcell. Thank you guys for watching. That was a great one. Thank you.
Comment and subscribe.
Yep, like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff.
You'll be giving your cell number out. There'll be girls calling you. You better watch out.
Taken.
buddy.
I'm taken. I'm taken.